Sagittarius, hi, and welcome to December as well. Happy birthday to all of the Sagittarians. I was trying to wait until it was actually Sagittarius season to start doing these videos, and lo and behold, I got sick. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or their midheaven in the sign of Sagittarius, okay? Now coming into the first week of December, energetically, you will find yourself feeling this Four of Swords energy with the Two of Wands and the Four of Coins reverse. Coming into the second and third week of December, obstacles that may potentially come in between you and someone, you and yourself, or just what you will be feeling as conflicting energy. Internally, you have the Eight of Wands with the Three of Swords and the Two of Coins. And this absolutely can also be something that you've already experienced, okay? But by the end of the month, last week of December, you will have the Queen of Cups energy, followed by the Lovers card, and the Ace of Coins. Bottom of the deck, the Justice card is showing. So redemption is absolutely yours if you want it. Also, for the mid-monthlies for November, Libra, which is the sign associated with the Justice card, also had the Lovers card in their reading, and you know that Libra, their ruling planet is Venus, which is all about love and aesthetics, you know, all about beauty, the true understanding of like romance, right, and partnership. So they had the Lovers card that came up, but the Lovers card was in reverse. So if you've been at odds with a Libra, I feel like things are finally being able to be figured out by the end of the month between you and them. A fair decision, whichever way you decide to go, can be made. You know, there is some sense of cooperation with this Libra, right? As far as matters of the heart are concerned. But as far as this Four of Swords, Two of Wands, and Four of Coins energy, I feel like you're struggling with being at rest. And I feel like the reason why you can't rest, no matter like how many times people tell you to, is because your money situation isn't quite where you need it to be, right? Your career situation isn't going as you planned it. With this Two of Wands energy, and it just looks like they're like playing with chopsticks in the picture, right? So some of you guys, because Jupiter is right in the sign of Sagittarius now, the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius, and Mercury, which also deals with like communication and transactions, like monetary transactions, is also in the sign of Sagittarius. It's like you're having difficulty with expansion in those areas per se. Maybe you're wanting to travel more. You feel like that is what you need next in life, and that can help you on the business front, or being inspired to learn how to earn or yield more money, right? But that's at a standstill for some reason. Like you can't really expand culturally, and I kind of get this sense that like you're trying to rub two, how does that saying go? Like you're trying to rub two nickels together to make $1, or two pennies together to make $10. However that saying goes, I definitely feel like that's what you guys are struggling with, and it's getting the betterment of your thoughts at this time, which is also going to block you creatively. And you can definitely see that coming into the second and third week of December with this Eight of Wands energy, all about creative inspiration and again expansion, right? The 8 deals with the 8th house, which is by Western astrology, right? Scorpio's ruling house, but the 8th house is not the best karmically for for people to kind of feel and work through, because it does deal with great loss and sacrifice in that house. People usually just attribute Scorpios to the sign of sex, like having a high libido and stuff like that. So if that is the case, then yeah, romance is affected as far as love is concerned. There's like a loss there, taking a backseat there again, because you don't feel like you're like a contributing member to society. I don't really know how I'm trying to word that, but if you don't feel confident in yourself and you know that your work is not going well, that can affect your sex drive, right? So that can be something that has been lost in the midst of a partnership here, because you do also have the Three of Swords that did follow. There's just miscommunication, which also, again, you can expect, being that Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius as well. Okay? So there's just miscommunication, lack of understanding, lack of compassion at this time, especially in regard to partnerships, because I'm seeing 2 2s and 2 4s. It's kind of like 1 minute it's up and 1 minute it's down, because you have 1 4 that's upright and 1 that's in reverse, right? And then you have the 2 2s, 1 that is upright and is positive, but 1 that's in your blockages position, which can be perceived as more negative, right? This is nothing but like a small test. So I feel like during this time, instead of trying to retreat and just be so by yourself, especially if you have somebody that you are trying to build something with, right? That you have an interest in, or if you are already partnered up with this person, then it's like you need to focus more so on overly communicating instead of getting frustrated when they don't understand what you're asking of them in the way that you are, right? So it's just trying different methods of trying to get your point across. Like, and after you tell them something, just ask them a follow-up question like, okay, so from what I just told you, what do you think I'm trying to ask of you? I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page, type of thing, you know? So definitely try that, right? Again, bring that balance back into your life and your relationship. Bring that cooperation and that compromise. You're going to have to figure out how to meet this person halfway if this is about another individual, okay? And I'm also getting the sense that when you're able to open up and be more vulnerable here with this Queen of Cups energy, they can just be a better aid in helping you also find those solutions that you're kind of like searching for this month, right? With your career, if you have like writer's block, like with providing you with that impetus for healing and inspiration so that you can get back to finishing and publishing your work, right? Or just overall just helping you feel like more at ease within yourself and within the relationship. Some people, they do wrap their self-esteem up in their work, and so they feel like if they can't be a provider and if they feel like they aren't self-sufficient by their standards, then they kind of like become a recluse and feel like that would be a deal breaker to the other person because they would have to carry more of the weight financially. But with the right person, they're going to let you know that everything is going to be okay, and you don't have to be so sad and feel so sorrowful, or what am I trying to say, like just like harbor guilt, right? They're going to let you know that everything is okay. You know, that's what partnership is for. You're not always going to feel at your best. You're not always going to be able to produce exponentially, you know, but it's good to have somebody to rely on in that sense. And so they make you feel at ease with that, with letting you know that they're there through thick and thin for you, you know. And that is where this can come from, right? So there are solutions on the table. There's an opportunity on the table as far as money is concerned, as far as aesthetics is concerned, if this isn't about love and you're just trying to figure out like home situations, right? Where you're going to live next, or what it is that you want within the home. Kind of like that feng shui feeling. So I'm definitely getting that can improve by the end of the month. But definitely some of you guys will do better in partnership. That's what some of you guys just desire to attract into your life. And so the universe might grant you that wish in a sense with providing that person to come in, you know, to contribute, to help you feel what you feel that you are missing here with this Three of Swords and this Two of Coins energy. Somebody that you can just bounce ideas off of. You don't necessarily have that, especially the singles that are coming through in this reading. Just be open to who that person is, even if it's not somebody that comes in romantically. It can just be another woman or another male with more female attributes that kind of gives you, again, what it is that you feel that you are missing at this time that can really help you. Some of you guys, hate to say it, this Three of Swords can definitely be a third party situation, and so that's an obstacle that you might have to overcome. Now this can be something that happened in the past with somebody that has maybe come back from the past trying to rectify the wrongdoings, right? With this Four of Coins that is in reverse, right? The sense of betrayal or just dishonesty that was in the relationship, right? They're now able to admit and explain here, though it might be difficult for them to like put it into words or say it in a way that makes you feel better, right? Because at the end of the day, you never want to hear that the reason why you weren't chosen was because of somebody else. But sometimes that is what happens. Sometimes you interrupt somebody's relationship, and you can't deny the attraction that's there, but you can't necessarily expect them to just be rid of somebody that they may have been invested in for however long, a week, a month, a year. It doesn't necessarily matter, right? You can't just expect for them to just drop everything and automatically be ready to jump into another situation. People have to heal from that. People have to learn what karmic lessons were really meant for them, which is also a point that I want to bring up with the number 4. It can be certain karmic lessons that you or the person that you're dealing with has to learn and or go through, and you can't interrupt that karma, okay? Because it's just going to come back on you. So that might be something that you hear this month, and it's something that you have to consider here with this Two of Coins, if it's something that you can really forgive and move forward from and rebuild on a love that you may have with this person, rebuild the trust that you need to have with that person, okay? But the situation is going to call us that it's going to call for you to have trust, and you can't be the type of person that when things do go sour or you guys get into another situation that may feel energetically similar to what you've been through in the past, that you don't just throw the situations back in their face, right? Because then that means that you never really trusted them to begin with. And what's the point in holding on to somebody and being codependent just because you don't want them to have somebody else? That's unhealthy, right? We want to be in a space where everything that we do comes from love and not fear. So forgiveness is on the table. That's going to be a heavy theme for you, as well as love and the type of love that you need to have in your life, right? Platonic love, romantic love, you know, however it manifests here with this energy. And then again, your money, your creativity, your home, those things, those aspects, and the importance that you place on those things will be changing for the month of December. Some gifts also, of course, because it is your birthday season. Some of you guys don't like to be surprised, but kind of be open to that coming in this month. Allow people to surprise you and be able to do things for you and stop being so independent. I feel like with these twos that are here, the repeating twos, it's all about interdependence this month for you guys, okay? As far as chakra is concerned, I'm not seeing a lot of, I'm seeing like slivers of root chakra, so work on that, as well as your sacral and solar plexus and your third eye crown chakra, okay? If what I said did resonate, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more, as well as hit me up in my email if you want to book a private reading, okay? And I will talk to you guys in the new year.